how's it going, ladies and gentlemen? And yes, I am back. I am not sick anymore, thank God. I feel much better. I guess after that last video recorded, I still felt even more sick, and I just couldn't really record much video, and I really need to focus on some stuff for school, so I decided to take a little bit of a break, but I am back now, and I'm 100% better, and which is great. I'm so glad to be back. Now I can use my voice to its full potential. And now let's kick back up to where we ended off in the last video. Well, we found Elsa, but it looks like Larxene knocked us off the hill. Won't be the first time that happens again. And now we're trying to make our way back to Elsa. Now, you're probably wondering why there's no game audio right now. Unfortunately, there is still more singing, and again, I don't want to get in trouble for copyright stuff. So as soon as Anna is done singing, then the game audio will pick back up. So until then, you're stuck with my voice. But yes, at the ending of the last episode, Sora thought he saw a walking, talking snowman, and Donald and Goofy didn't believe him. But now it looks like they do. It's a really great treat to see these voice actors back, but don't worry, we'll hear them eventually. Just for this, for the first, I think 5 minutes, I think there's gonna be no game audio, but that's what I gotta do because I don't want to get in trouble. But yeah, I just my throat was killing me, and I had a really bad cough in my nose, which really messed up. And if you guys watched the last video, then you noticed that I had to step away from the camera so I can cough and blow my nose, and it was kind of annoying, and I'm really upset that I had to do that, especially for this playthrough. But again, I got to keep getting these videos rolling because I have to head back to Florida, and I'm not going to have my PlayStation, so I want to make sure Kingdom Hearts 3 gets done. But yeah, I'm hoping to get cracking on those videos with some more free time. But now I'm kind of entering the month where I'm getting close to my final exams, so. And there's so much that we get. That's the thing, guys. I know I need to get these videos out to you guys as soon as possible, just because I want to get Kingdom Hearts 3 finished up before I leave. But God, there's so much that I'm still doing. For those of you that don't know, I'm a big fan of the anime Sword Art Online, and I never read the light novels because I just got into the anime, but I found out that the light novels they don't cut anything when they do the anime, it's actually 100% spot on. And after I finished Season 2 of Sword Art Online, I really wanted to know where the story would go, because there was no, besides the movie, there was no other news about what would happen in Season 3, the Alicization arc. So before I went on my first trip to Florida, I bought on Amazon the first 4 volumes that were available from the Alicization arc here in America, because in America we get the light novels later than in Japan, because Japan already has all of the novels of that arc released. But yeah, I started reading the first one, and it's not. I mean, granted, I prefer to visually watch something, and I think Sora Online is just a visual spectacle. But I do appreciate the light novels because it's a great story, and the Alicization arc that's been going on since last October, when it started with its Japanese dub. I was really into this arc. It's a really interesting arc, and really more intense than the. I mean. The first season of SAO, where, for those of you that don't know, the whole first season is based upon, 10,000 players log into this new video game, and if they die in the game, they die in real life. So those are some really high stakes. But for the Alicization arc, this newest season, something happens to the main character, and, he kind of knows that if he dies in this game, he'll be all right. But there's such a big plot going on within the game world, and something even bigger that's going on the outside that it's just gonna explode. And usually these story arcs in the season, they only have go through 2 books, because each arc wasn't really that long, but this arc is 10 books long. So what sucks is, but what's also exciting is that since this is the biggest story arc ever, they're going to have a lot of episodes for it. But the thing that sucks is we just finished the first part of the story arc, and the next part won't air until October of this year. God, which really sucks, just because, you know, the finale was so great, even though I read the book, so I know what happens. But God, to wait that long, it just sucks.
I shouldn't have upset her the way I did.
And now we've got game audio back, so now you guys can hear the game audio. But back to what I was saying about SAO.
I have to bring her home.
If any of you guys are like looking for an anime that's really based heavily on like video games and real life, I definitely recommend checking out Sword Art Online, because it's so good.
Maybe that's why she looks so sad.
So good. I could talk forever about SAO.
He thought he had to push me away to protect me. Maybe Elsa's.
I definitely do like it. Kingdom Hearts. I mean, I guess I'm a sucker for flashbacks, but you know, I just like, you know, them showing flashbacks from previous games, even though they update the graphics, like nothing really changes. I think that's pretty neat.
I need some help.
Huh? What's the problem?
Okay, so this next part that's going to be going on is, I guess you could call it a mini game, but I'm going to show you guys the easiest way to get this over done as quick as possible so you can get back to the main story. Olaf ran into some Heartless, and now his body parts are scattered, and you have to find his legs, his body, and his head.
He's a snowman. We'll just put him back together.
The first time I played this, it was a little bit of a pain in the butt, but for this playthrough, I'll show you guys exactly where they are and the tips to find them.
Can't be too far from here. Could you guys help us look for him?
Of course.
So yeah, you have to find 3 pieces of Olaf. The first piece I'm going to show you how to get is his head. If you go around here and you see that big snowball, run it into that wall. And then there's his head.
Hey, Olaf, there you are. I was starting to think nobody'd ever come along and find me. Well, I'm glad we did.
Well, I think I might have seen Olaf's legs legging it.
Now, for Olaf's legs, they're going to be on the ice rink after you find his head. You want to walk to the legs. Don't run up to the legs, because then you'll spook them. You have to, like, walk up to them and then press the triangle button as soon as it pops up. But you'll automatically get it.
I caught them.
Great job, Sora.
And now that just leaves his body. Now, when I was playing this, I kind of lost track a little bit of where his body is. Right up here is not where you'll find his body. I thought it was, but I guess there's a treasure chest, so I'll take that. No shit, Donald. Okay, so what you want to do is to find his body is head up this mountain of ice. And then you'll want to go to the right. It's going to be in a little hidden location because you don't have a map for this. That's not his body. Head down this little hill and jump right up there.
Hey, this is Olaf's body.
And there you go. Minigame complete. I can't tell you guys, and I felt so stupid because I know this should be easy to find, but oh my god, the first time I was playing that minigame, I could not, I had a hard time finding the different parts of his body.
And that should do it.
You sure something's not missing?
Nah, looks right.
Wow,
Except his nose.
I feel so much better. Wait, where's my cute new nose? The one Anna gave me.
Sora, do you have his nose?
I don't think so.
Well, didn't see it.
Oh.
Kind of recently,
And
moved my mic.
someone had to pick it up. You're right, buddy. Thanks for finding it and not actually eating it.
Recently,
You're welcome.
I've been playing, in my spare time, I mean, okay, I gotta have fun here sometime, guys. I can't always be working. But the thing is, before I was playing this other game, I have a lot of Kingdom Hearts 3 videos recorded and ready for you guys. So there's gonna be a lot more coming. It's just I have to record the audio, but that's just how it's gotta be. What was I gonna say?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been recently playing Final Fantasy XII: The Zodiac Age. Growing up, my brother loved Final Fantasy XII. Final Fantasy XII was like his favorite Final Fantasy game. Whereas, honestly, in my opinion, my favorite Final Fantasy game is Final Fantasy 15, just for the sole purpose that its combat is like Kingdom Hearts. And I can't help it because I just like that combat system. I like how it handles. And you know, it's a free roaming game. You know, you can explore so many locations. You know, it's a Final Fantasy game, so the details look great. And I kind of like how in Final Fantasy 15, it's more set in like the real world and whatnot. I kind of like that, and it still has that fantasy feeling of it, and I like that a lot. Yeah, but if you guys are ever looking for like a Final Fantasy game to play, I definitely recommend 12 and 15 because I've been playing 12 a little bit more, and I never played it much growing up because that was just because when my parents separated, my brother and I had to go over to our dad's, and my brother would always bring the PlayStation 2, and whenever he wasn't playing it, I was playing it for Kingdom Hearts, and he would play Final Fantasy 12. And most of the time, we would just be in our rooms, I'd just be watching him play because there was just nothing to do at our dad's place. Oh, and by the way, once you defeat all those Heartless, you will automatically gain a map of that small area. Because I was wondering why I didn't have it in the first place when I was first playing it. Keeping on the topic of Final Fantasy, like, growing up, it was like Final Fantasy 12, but if any of you guys have ever played, for the Game Boy Advance, Final Fantasy Tactics Advance, like, that game was the shit. It had such, like, a really great story, and it was really fun to play. That's a game I wish would be like, brought back or remade in HD. There are a lot of different games that I would love to see remastered in HD. Because if they got remastered, I would love to play them for a Let's Play. And I gotta say, and I'm being 100% honest, if SpongeBob SquarePants Battle for Bikini Bottom, if that ever gets remade in HD, mark my words, guys, on this video, I will be doing a Let's Play of that for damn sure. That game is a classic. I'm gonna step away here just for a second so I can grab my water bottle. Sorry about that, guys. I had to work outside today because I work at a golf course and it's like really cold where I'm at right now, so I'm hoping I don't get sick again. Which would really suck, because I literally just got better, and I have to leave for Florida soon, so fingers crossed.
Me too. We better skedaddle.
But yeah, oh yeah, for these large bodies, when they only appear in Arendelle, but what they do is, when they appear, they will automatically charge you. So if you see one of those big snowballs, you'll want to jump on it right away and take them out, because it's the easiest way to do it. But yeah, on HD remasters, like, Battle for Bikini Bottom was the shit. If anybody has ever played Battle for Bikini Bottom, like, you even have to admit, like, that was the best SpongeBob game I have ever played. It was the story of it was, you know, your typical SpongeBob story, but the gameplay was so fun, the levels were so fun, like there was just so much to do in that game. My brother and I had a blast playing that while we were growing up, and I would love to see an HD remastering of that. That'd be the shit, and you can definitely expect to play through that. But another game that just got announced that I don't know when it's coming out, but actually I want to get my phone here. I want to check out check out something here. Here it is. Kind of going back to the topic of Sword Art Online, a new game was announced for the franchise called, based on that arc I was telling you guys, that's my favorite, the Alicization arc. And it's called Sword Art Online Alicization Lacrosse. Hang on, I'm pronouncing that name wrong. How do you pronounce that? How the hell do you pronounce that? Lycoris. That's what it is. Sword Art Online Alicization Lycoris. And apparently it's the first SAO game where you actually get to follow the storyline of the series. And it's the Alicization arc, which is my favorite, so I'm really excited. And they just announced it today because the first half of the season finished up, so that was like a really great day to announce it. They didn't confirm when it's coming out, but it's going to be coming out worldwide, which I think is great. That way everybody can play it at the same time. But I would love if it came out like holiday, because then that'd be a great game to play over my winter break. But just to kind of give you guys like what it is, like for the first time in Sword Art Online, in the Sword Art Online video game, players will be able to faithfully follow the events of the anime series, which I think is great. We look forward to players and fans exploring the Alicization story arc as Kirito uncovering the mysteries of the underworld and making new friends along the way. And my question is, if it's just going to be for Kirito's story, or are we actually going to get the entire Alicization arc with, like, everything else that happens? Because I would love that. I would love to do that. And it sucks that we don't know when it's coming out yet. Because that, yeah, I will admit, the Sword Art Online games, they're not really, like, they're not the greatest, guys. Like, honestly, and that's coming from a hardcore SAO fan. I mean, unless you're really into those types of games, it can be really fun. But the one that I play, which is Sword Art Online Hollow Realization, it was fun, but sometimes it could just be a little bit too difficult. But I like what it is. Like, you go into, like, this new world of, like, from the original season. And you're following this NPC girl in this, like, story. It's an alright game, but honestly, it's not my favorite. But it's the one that I played the most. But I'm really curious about this new game, if it's going to be more like a Kingdom Hearts and Final Fantasy style, where, you know, it's free roaming, but, you know, there's the overarching story. I think that'd be really good, and I think that could benefit them a lot. But if they're going to do something like this, I would love for them to do something like that with the other SAO stories, because that would be great to relive those adventures too. But one thing at a time here. But God, that was such a surprise, and I'm really looking forward to that now. God. I don't want to wait that long. But even then, I still got some new games to play. Because, like I said in my other videos, I'm finishing Kingdom Hearts 3 before I leave for Florida. That's a promise. That is going to happen. But I think with everything that's going to happen, I might even say this in my other videos, but God, I can't remember. I may have to postpone Crash Bandicoot 3 just because once I enter the month of May, I am not, even in April, I do not have as much time for, like, doing these things. And my main focus is obviously Kingdom Hearts 3. So it sucks that I may have to say that you guys may have to wait until August for Crash 3, and I apologize for that. But on the plus side is that not only are I'm going to show you guys Crash 3, I'm also going to be showing off Crash Bandicoot Crash Team Racing. Because you guys can bet your asses that I'm going to be picking that up, because I really want to try that game out for myself. And since I don't have a Nintendo Switch, I can't get back into like my feeling of Mario Kart. So Crash Team Racing is going to be the next best thing, so that's what I'm gonna stick with. And I'm really looking forward to it. They just released a trailer a little while ago about how you can like make the models of characters look like they're from like the PlayStation 1 era, which looks really cool. And the courses look absolutely insane. God, I can't wait for that. That's gonna be fun to play. I'm trying to convince my my older brother to get it so that we can race online. Or hey, maybe I can even race with some of you guys. Who knows? We'll just have to wait and see. Now, this is the point in the Frozen story where everything, nothing looks interesting. It's just the mountain and snow. I mean, that's why I'm getting this world out of the way first, just because there's just nothing really much. I mean, for like an exploration journey, like yeah, you're climbing up mountains and stuff, but I feel like Arendelle could have done just a little bit better. Just a little bit better. But, you know, we can't get everything we want in life. And there's also the fact that, you know, we have Kingdom Hearts 3 DLC coming, which is very exciting for all you hardcore fans. We're going to be getting Proud Mode soon. And all the other little DLC stuff coming on the way. Which kind of sucks, because I think that they're probably going to be releasing those DLCs when I'm in Florida, which sucks. That means I have to wait until I get back to see them for myself. I mean, I can use the internet, because I've already beaten the game. But just to see for myself, so that kind of sucks. I think we're actually right. Actually, we're.
Finally.
Yep, we are right back to where Elsa's palace is. We just have to go through one more entry point, and we're right there. We're back to where we ended off the last time. I turned the camera because I think there's like a treasure chest somewhere. Man, that load time was crazy. Now we kind of shift back to the
You kind of set off
more
a
realistic looking graphics.
everywhere.
Everywhere?
Well, it's okay. You can just unfreeze it.
No, I can't. I don't know how.
She
Sure
won't
you
find
can.
that out till the
I
end of
know
the
you
movie.
can.
Where she discovers the power of love. I might have just spoiled that for people, but what are you gonna do?
Anna and the others must have gone inside.
Now this scene just kind of seems weird because she's not singing. I mean, it's accurate to the movie, but I don't know. It's just weird that she's like just like moving her mouth, but she's just not saying anything. But again, it's, you know, directly out of the movie, so you got to give it credit for that. God, my leg is killing me. Move my God, I'm so clumsy today. Moving my headset. How do you feel what they're feeling? How?
Are you hurt?
No, I'm fine. But I think something terrible must have happened.
How do you know
My
that?
friends are okay.
Okay. Now we come up to our first boss fight for this world, which is Marshmallow. Yes, that monster's name is called Marshmallow.
Hey, it is not nice to throw
Whoa,
people.
whoa, 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 Feisty Pants.
Let
Okay,
me go.
relax. Just calm down. Calm down.
Okay, all
Just
right.
let
I
this
like
go.
that scene from the movie.
I'm calm.
Huh? Oh, come on. Oh, see? Now you made him mad.
I'll distract him. You guys go. No, not you guys.
This has got a whole lot harder.
We can buy you some time.
I would like to point out for the record that they faced much more scarier, heartless, and nobodies than Marshmallow.
Wait for me.
Now, this boss fight is not really that hard at all, but he has a defense mechanism,
Hey, Sora!
but Goofy has a way to, help out that.
What are you doing?
Oh,
Sometimes you'll get a situation command where you can, whack Marshmallow in the face with a tree. Like so.
get ready. Okay, now.
Bam. Then again, I don't know how bad that. Well, I mean, that could. I mean, that's like icy snow. That could really be. That could really be a pain in the ass.
Bring it, Snowball.
Yeah, he can go in for a big wide swipe, and he can really kind of turn the tables a little bit if you're not careful.
Here we go.
I just like how you keep going down.
Fire. So long.
Fire will be your best friend in this boss fight. Since he's, you know, water and ice. I think he should go into defense soon. Oh, getting ready for another whip. Huh, does he ever... I can't remember, because I recorded this a little while ago, if he goes into, like, defense mode.
There. There.
Huh. Huh. I thought he would have gone in his defense mode, but, essentially what I mean by that is that, like, he'll, like, grow a whole bunch of ice spikes on his back and his face, and then he has, armor. And you have to eliminate that armor to continue.
What?
And back down the mountain we go. This scene is hilarious, though.
Good thing snow's so soft. We could do this 100 times.
No, let's not.
You sure you don't want to go again?
No, thank you.
I'm with you. And now what are we going to do next? Let's see what the trio has in store.
Do you think everybody else made it?
I don't think the snow monster got him.
Dad probably went back to the palace.
Makes sense. For us, too. We still need to talk to Elsa.
Second time's the charm.
Yeah, back to the Ice Palace.
Again! Jesus!
That big snowman wasn't too friendly, huh?
No shit. So yes, ladies and gentlemen, back up the mountain we go. Because why not? Why the fuck not?
Olaf better.
But he sure does
Ugh.
seem to have some kind of connection to Elsa.
Well, guess we gotta find another way up the damn mountain again.
This might be a good spot to find some ingredients.
Well, I don't care about ingredients for this playthrough.
Back off!
I like grand slamming on enemies. It's so fun. Right up here, I'm gonna show you guys where you can find a hidden Mickey.
Hey, I think that's a lucky emblem.
It's kind of hidden in the snow.
See.
Right there. There you go. I'm here to help people. So we're trying to go back up the mountain, but yet we're going down. I don't know why. But frankly, I don't care. Okay, aim for that big rock right there. There you go. Gotta get that big treasure chest.
Yeah.
Again, I would probably talk more about this world, but there's just, it's all the fucking same. I mean, like I said, I like Frozen. I like the movie, but the layout of this world could have been better. Yeah, I should probably add this now, guys. Like, we are not finishing this world in this episode. This is going to have to be a 3-parter. I think while I was recording this, I realized, like, yep, gonna have to make this a 3-parter. But then again, this world can be pretty long. But, another reason why this has to be a 3-parter is that, in the next video, we're actually going to be finishing, in the next video, we're going to finish up Frozen, but we're also going to be taking a little side adventure that really has nothing to do with the plot whatsoever. And everyone agrees that it was a big waste of time, but we'll get into that in the next episode.
Hey, that's Elsa.
You see, I feel like
Guy.
It could be somebody from Arendelle who came up here to help her.
Don't
if
think so.
if they were actually in Arendelle to begin with, and they had met Hans, this could have been played out a little bit better. I mean, I'm grateful that they gave the guy at least a model in the game, but he doesn't talk. So I just kind of feel like, whatever. Can't always get what you want. And this is one of the rare instances, I can't fucking speak to save my life. You actually encounter both Heartless and Nobodies while free roaming. Yeah. No, wait, no, Tangled did that. It's been so long since I've made these videos. I can't remember things. I've got so many projects to work on in school that I'm literally... I can't remember everything that I did in my videos. What are you gonna do, though? So now it looks like Hans has taken Elsa. So at least on the plus side, we're not going to be going back up the mountain. Thank everything holy. But now we got to go save Elsa. Again. So we're pretty much kind of cutting up on the last 5 minutes of this episode. And there's not much that happens besides this cutscene they're about to trigger. So I'm going to take this time right here to say thank you guys so much for watching. I'm sorry for the long wait between videos, but with me being sick and my schoolwork catching up more and whatnot, I apologize for that. But I just can only do these videos when I can. Nothing much I can do. But thank you all so much for watching, and I'm gonna try and finish up the Frozen world tomorrow. So you can probably expect a video tomorrow. I believe so. But I'm gonna call it quits for today. So thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you in the next episode where we finish up Arendelle, but also take a little side adventure. See you in the next video, guys.
Hey, wait up! Are you looking for Elsa too? Whoa! Easy! Do you want to save her from the bad guy? We're on the same side.
Elsa. I guess all he ever wanted to do was keep Elsa safe.
Hey, we should team up, big guy.
Team up!
Come on, we want to help her too. Why not? So, what do you say?
Sora!
One great thing about Sora, he can always make friends with anybody.
Yippee!
Donald, Goofy, come on.
Wait for us!
It's over. Here we go. Here we go. Go get him. Yeah. Back off! Back off! Back off! There! Yeah! Yeah! See ya! Yeah! Together! Now! Now! Go get him! There! Heal! Yeah. Nice! There! Yeah! Back off! Back off! Back off!